By 2018, the MCU was like already establishing for new generations for fans to enjoy for its superhero franchise. Not just because of its action, but because of the impact of so many viewers. And by early 2018, Marvel Studios would introduce like a new take of a hero. Following its introduction in Captain America Civil War, we would be introduced to the massive world of Wakanda for the very first time. As it would bring like new generations of fans and how much it made impact for everyone, especially those on this very day. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nate, and on this 39th episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're taking a look at Black Panther, a groundbreaking superhero movie that became a global phenomenon and one of the most important movies in Marvel history. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as I take you deep dive into Black Panther. Following his fantastic debut in Captain America Civil War, fans immediately connected with T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, who is played by the legendary Chadwick Boseman. T'Challa was calm, intelligent, honorable, and powerful. So when it was announced that he'll be getting his own solo movie, expectations were massive, and somehow the film exceeded all of it, and it really much blown fans away, especially for myself. One of the great strengths of Black Panther is the world of Wakanda itself, a hidden nation with advanced technology of vibranium, deep transitions, and rich cultures within. Wakanda instantly became one of the most memorable locations in the entire MCU. It felt like alive. Every costume, the building, and the piece of music helped create a world unlike anything Marvel's done before. And for a fact, it took inspiration from real-life cultures, and I enjoy that. So helming this movie is none other than Ryan Coogler. Now, thanks to his directorial direction and the way he shot the film, he brought something really special for this movie. He balanced the action, the emotion, the politics, and even the character development all in one movie. And I really do enjoy that a lot. Like, this movie just ended up being pretty fantastic, and because Black Panther is not just a superhero movie, it's a story about leadership, responsibility, and identity. At the center of the film is T'Challa becoming the king, following what happened to his father in Civil War. But ruling Wakanda isn't just a simple task. No. T'Challa is struggling with questions like, what kind of king should he be? Should Wakanda stay hidden, or should it help the outside world? That eternal conflict gives the film a real emotional path. And then there's Killmonger, who is played brilliantly by Michael B. Jordan. And honestly, he was one of the best villains in the entire MCU. Killmonger isn't evil for just being evil. He is angry, he's wounded, and in many ways, you understand where he's coming from. That's what makes him so compelling. He challenges Wakanda's entire philosophy, and he forces T'Challa to grow. And I gotta appreciate the scenes where these two actors do some great scenes. It's really fantastic to see how like Marvel can really do great acting for like both of these characters. And not to mention the supporting cast of the movie is really incredible also. Starting off with Shuri, played brilliantly by Lita Wright. She brings the intelligence and the humor as like the sister to T'Challa, especially the lab scene. I appreciate how she does it, pretty well crafted. And then there's Okoye, played by Diani Gurua. She is one of the MCU's strongest warriors, especially for her leading her clan, and I gotta appreciate like the amount of talent this actress can bring into. And lastly, there is Nakia, who is played brilliantly by actress Lupita Nyong'o. I really love the compassion and the heart she has in the movie, and her relationship with T'Challa is so brilliantly done. And also, I forgot to mention the other actors in the movie, like Daniel Kaluuya as W'Kabi, and it's just fantastic of like his acting, especially for this one MCU movie. He really does define the aura for the MCU. And also Winston Duke as M'Baku, as the leader of the Wakanda's mountain tribe, the Jarabu. I like his acting, and I like how he went from a reluctant leader of a tribe to eventually helping out Black Panther near the end of the movie. And also, I forgot to talk about Angela Bassett as Ramonda. She does great, incredible acting, and especially this is like many of her big movies back then. Like, you gotta appreciate the talent these actors have. They really stick out for like the emotional core, and I really do enjoy like how Ryan Coogler managed to bring a really amazing cast. Speaking of which, let's talk about the more about Black Panther. The music, the visuals, and the style of the film became iconic and instantly. The soundtrack, the costumes, and the energy. Everything in the movie felt important and beyond the MCU. And the critical impact was enormous. People saw themselves represented in a major superhero movie in a way Hollywood rarely delivered at this scale. And I'm really glad Black Panther managed to do something like that. The action scenes are very strong, but what makes the movie work is the emotion. And the relationship between family, legacy, and leadership is at the core of every moment. Even the final battle between T'Challa and Killmonger is driven more ideology and spectacle. And I also gotta appreciate the other scenes, like forgot to mention this actor, Andy Serkis as Ulysses Claw, who prized the role from like back in Age of Ultron. His acting is great, and wish we got more time for him, but he was a great other villain besides Killmonger. But anywho, when Black Panther was released in February 2018, it became a massive phenomenon. Critically acclaimed, massively successful, and historically important. It proved superhero movies could be powerful, emotional, and culturally significant, and artistry respected all the time at the same. And today, people still enjoy Black Panther. People don't stop talking about without talking about Chadwick Boseman. His performance as T'Challa shaped millions of audiences around the world, especially for myself. He brought dignity, strength, and humanity to the character, and his legacy continues to live throughout this movie and in future MCU movies that he'd be tribute to. In conclusion, Black Panther wasn't just another MCU movie. It was a monument, a film that changed Marvel and changed Hollywood and left a lasting impact far beyond the screen. And on the road to Avengers Doomsday, its legacy stands amongst the greatest. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Neat Reviews, make sure to give a like, subscribe, and let me know down below. Where does Black Panther rank on your MCU list? I'll see you guys next time on the road to Avengers Doomsday. Be safe and be good people.